Tonight we have Moon on with us. We're talking about some magic.
Magic.
Moon is one of our favorite guests.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She's gonna pretty soon be like,
And next week we have Moon. And then the following week.
"You're bringing me in again?" All right. Do. There it is. All right, well, that works good. Okay. So we can just start chatting while we go. I don't know if Betsy has any fun time stories she wants to share.
I didn't look up any weird news.
All right.
There's plenty of weird news. You know, this whole Texas thing, as I'm kind of watching it unfold down there, to our listeners in Texas, we're thinking of you. Stay warm.
Oh yeah.
Some of them have been without power now for 48 hours, and the temperatures are matching what Alaska is experiencing. So
Wow.
in a lot of these areas, they live and breathe with this electric heat, and they very rarely use it. I mean, a friend of mine posted a video. He had to burn his daughter's baby gate for warmth in the middle of the night.
Whoa.
Yeah, like that's how serious it is. And we're talking inner city, not just rural areas where you may have, some burn pit outside or something. We're talking inner cities. And then their pipes are freezing at night, filling with water, thawing during the day. So most of them are breaking and their whole roofs are caving in, and it's bad stuff down there. So
What do you think's brought that?
it's the government.
it's the
Rob politics.
It really is. It's the government. They have a
well, I mean, what brought the weather down there? Is there like a polar?
the Farmer's Almanac predicted it.
Yeah.
So if you read in the Farmer's Almanac, it actually says that most of Texas will be blanketed in snow this week, and turns out they are. But outside of that, there's a big vortex that's kind of spinning off the coast, and it's got
And
this low pressure that's keeping it really close.
What's that thing up in Alaska? The antenna array that the government uses to
Mhm.
point storms at
Yeah,
people. What is that thing called? If anyone in the comments knows what it's called.
Weather manipulation. It's been postulated.
HARP.
Yeah, HARP.
HARP.
But the manipulation right now that's happening is the electric manipulation. They're trying to maintain a standard of electricity that doesn't allow these people to have electricity.
Why is it? Well, okay. Now I know that Texas is on a standalone grid,
Mhm.
but why is the government doing that?
Well, if I were to be making decisions, I would say that, people on life support, the, infrastructure grid must remain. And
So they're
they're
worried.
talking not till Friday for most of these people. They will be in single digit temperatures till Friday and no electricity in sight.
So they're just worried about electricity running out for those kind of emergency.
That if I were to guess that was their, what their thought process behind it, but I don't know. I don't know, but
Okay.
lots of people are pissed.
Well, I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, and outside of that, it's a pretty neat little dive into what would happen if the power grid went down, because right now there's videos inside Walmart where all of the freezers have been sectioned off and you can't purchase anything
Really?
because they haven't been able to maintain temperature because the power's been out so long.
So it's things that are
So
a
now-
hazard if it thaws out.
Mhm. So now, because the last thing you need in a power outage for 10 days or whatever is to
Is people
get
to
E. coli.
Yeah.
And so now they have a food shortage as well. So
Oh
they
my
have no
gosh.
water because their power plants are driven by electricity. So they've got no water. And then when the power does cycle on, the water backfills their pipes. And it's just,
And it's bursting.
it's bursting inside their homes. And it's just sheets of ice are pouring down into these poor people's homes. And it's bad news.
Man, that is
It's bad news.
that. Yeah, that's scary. And I mean, this is a kind of a
Well, and most of their energy is green. The wind turbines are all frozen. There was helicopter video posted earlier today on several of their sites where they were taking jet de-icer, and
that stuff
they were
spray
taking
on.
they were taking it up by helicopter in the big buckets that they use to put out forest fires, and they were trying to dump it on these turbines to get them moving again. But they just can't thaw them out enough for them to start producing electricity.
What do you think's? So most of their energy's green. They don't receive. Okay, so that's a.
Yeah.
I guess this is a thing. As you know, I like to read apocalypse books, end of the world stuff, and I find it enjoyable. But maybe it's time to start taking notes.
Well, there's a couple of preppers that are trying to broadcast. They're trying to get news time to broadcast, like how to heat your home. Like if you have a couple extra rolls of toilet paper and some rubbing alcohol, you can heat a room.
Yeah, you can make a slow burning kind of fire with that.
Right. Or if you have even terracotta pots, dump your plants out, turn them upside down, and put a heat source like a candle underneath it, and that will hold the heat into a space.
Yeah, lock yourself in one of the smaller rooms where you can lay out beds.
Everybody in one room, blankets on the windows, one small heat source. But, I mean, it's...
the hand sanitizer and toilet paper, paper towels work.
Everybody's
really
got hand sanitizer right now.
And the thing about the hand sanitizer is it burns slow, but it does produce heat. But hopefully
even
that's
just like
enough.
petroleum jelly,
Yeah, you can use
any of that stuff. But a lot of people just don't know that. So they're trying to get airspace. Like, of course it's difficult because there's no power.
Now's a good time to brush up on some of them pioneer skills.
Yep.
Get that going. Well,
people were taking their doors down inside their home and cutting them up.
Oh, that you
last
can do
night
it
to heat a small space. I mean, that is end of times crazy stuff.
The hard part is you have to have a fireplace to do things like that because those are smoke emitting sources where burning the alcohol emits very little smoke. So you don't have to have a fireplace. You don't have to have an opening and an escape for it. But yeah, it's a good idea, to always have alcohol on hand anyway, because you never know when you're going to need a stiff drink. I mean, you never know when you're going to need to clean
an antiseptic.
Yeah.
For the insides.
Yes. Inside a septic. And
but yeah, so Texas, we're thinking of you.
Yeah, we're thinking of you. Okay, so we have Moon on tonight. And
yes.
We chatted with Moon, what was it, a month ago now? She came in and she has come back tonight.
Yeah, it's a little different approach tonight.
Yeah, she brought up the idea of tarot hexes and spells, not to sound super dark.
So explain the difference for our listeners between a hex and a spell. And is there always like a light and a dark when it comes to...
That really depends on who you're talking to. With
some people
magic,
it's all dark.
Hexes are on the darker side. Yes. Spells are more like prayers, more like sending out your intentions. So are hexes as well. They are dark.
So are hexes always dark? Here, I'm going to move.
Yeah, is there positive hexes?
Is there positive?
Yeah,
hexes?
like is there?
I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe
the word
make
is
up your own stuff. You can. It's your magic.
And is one stronger than the other, or is it just a
Not
wordplay?
necessarily. Really, the strength depends on you and your intentions and sending out your intentions.
So you could have like a battle of kind of the witches, or I don't know, is witches the right word? Is witch a derogatory term? Let's get that out of the way.
No.
Okay. So you could have like two witches battling it out, just like throwing spells on top of spells. Like one's an evil witch and
we saw it in Harry Potter.
One's Glenda.
I mean, it happened.
Yeah. Well, don't you need a wand with a feather from a fairy animal?
Do witches use wands?
We do. There are wands.
Really? Pull that microphone up a little bit closer. Okay. Tell us about said wands.
Yeah, is
Mine's
this
more just because I wanted to make a wand with crystals on it that meant a lot to me. They help activate like a crystal grid. It's just a tool. It's a tool like any other divination.
I love that. I want a wand.
Make your own.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carved it out of a stick.
Yeah. It's so okay.
If I were to pick my wand today, it'd probably be a spatula. A broom handle.
Mine's a wooden spoon. Oh. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I love
So
that.
so they use wands, but yeah, so I'm picturing like a hex. We're not going to show people how to make hexes tonight. So if you joined us to
learn how to hex.
learn that stuff.
David says moon.
Yes,
David Garn.
Oh,
He
hey, David.
Yes, we're not going to teach you how to do bad stuff tonight. That's
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
First, I'm learning first. I want my hexes to stick before you learn how to unhex my hexes.
Okay,
in case.
that brings up a very good question. Can you unhex yourself?
Yes, you can. Yes, cleanse, purify.
How do you know when you've been hexed?
Oh,
There's
A lot
that's
of people just feel it. They'll come in and ask if they have some type of curse or a spell on them, and if the right energies come up, the devil and the magician, which it has many times.
the devil and the magician.
so that's how you know is in a tarot reading if those cards manifest that perhaps what they're feeling. Can you hex yourself? Have I hexed myself?
accident.
You probably can with negative thoughts. Yes, yes.
Like on
Great.
accident, you're like,
Yes.
do-do-do-do-do.
There you're a
Lightning.
frog.
Locusts, it's all coming. Oh, that's a. Those are interesting. So we've got some spells to show everyone. I'm gonna pull up our little magic camera here.
Yes, and let's talk through, is there something you should do before you do these spell jars? Is there a...
You can do whatever you want. I mean, you can make a whole ritual out of it, write down your intentions on paper. You just really want to think about what you're trying to manifest as you're making these and put positive energy, infuse your energy in with it. It's all in your intentions.
So on the dark web, you can buy You can buy Dybbuk boxes. Have you heard of these?
Oh.
They supposedly contain like all kind of really negative energy. Do you think that negative energy is attached to the items in the box? So like maybe I buy haunted items and put them in the box, or do you think that is also because the person creating
let's explain to her
them-
what a Dybbuk box is first. A Dybbuk box is a ghost trap. It's in the Jewish faith. It's if they trap a ghost into a box or they've been in dressers, in all sorts of stuff.
So is that also the intention of the person? Or do you think that materially, whatever that spirit is hanging on to the items inside?
It could be both.
That would be terrible. I've wondered about that. Like, who's the guy making Dybbuk boxes and selling them?
Right. It was probably intentions.
I told Jared I'm going to make the opposite of a Dybbuk box.
A
And I'm
Kibbutz
going to sell
box?
those. No, it's going to be like a spiritual healing box. And I'm going
Kubid box.
to enclose, beautiful healing things inside and then wax it shut and
That's
sell
a great
those
idea.
instead.
That
Yes.
is a good idea.
Give
Okay.
the dark web a facelift.
So we've got our secondary magic camera set up, and I'm holding up these spell jars, and they're decorated lovely. She's got on this one. What does this spell do, Moon? This one with the
That's the high priestess spell, and that helps strengthen your intuition.
it's got a little owl on it.
It brings knowledge to you.
Tell us about the high priestess. She's a major arcana.
Yes, she is. She holds the secrets to the entire tarot. Um, she knows things. She sits and she watches. She listens. She's very silent. It's your intuition.
And what do you have? What's the materials inside of here too?
So there's pearls and let me see.
What does the pearl signify?
It gives you spiritual link, spiritual connection, and protection as well. And then I believe that there's clear quartz in her. Yes, clear
Mhm.
quartz.
And once you make these jars, what should you do with them?
You can use them as a keychain. You can use them as a necklace. You can keep it by your bedside. You can do whatever you want with it. But meditating with it is a good idea to
Like
help
holding it?
strengthen.
Okay.
Yeah, strengthen your spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
Awesome.
And we're going to be making a couple of these tonight, correct?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Now,
Okay, so you brought some stuff that normally goes inside spell jars. Tell us what you've got today.
yeah.
So I have herbs, and I have essential oils and crystals and charms.
All
So,
right.
who
The-
decided what went with what? Because some of the things I'm like, I would not have chose that. Like peppercorn?
Yes. Well,
I mean, don't you put that in like love spells and things?
to spice it up.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Sriracha. That's when you're taking it
Your
over the
love
top.
spell smells like Tabasco.
Love spells making my eyes water. But yeah, so let's lift your kit up here onto
Okay.
the table and
And you also have, which are the cutest. She's got these miniature tarot cards,
yes.
and you place them in the jar when you make these tarot spells.
Should I have some extra stuff brought in here, some extra spices from my rack? I've got
I'll probably do that.
Worcestershire sauce.
Mustard.
I use a lot of mustard. Oh, all right. So I'm going to turn on this secondary camera. It is a little crumbly and noisy right now, but that's okay.
Yeah, and we'll walk through each of these. Some
Yes.
of these I've never.
Oh boy. Okay, so we've got some a thing of oils. We've got different jars of all the ingredients.
Okay, so walk us through these
Mm-hmm.
and tell us what each of these.
Oh, we're only halfway into the stuff too.
Oh, okay.
She pulled up
Yeah.
another
Oh, yeah, I
thing.
have a whole nother box
Oh yeah.
full of joy. Well, I mean, these crystals, I use them for specific things for the spells that I make, but they can be more than what I say they are. But lapis lazuli, it helps with your intuition.
Say that one more time.
Lapis
Lapis
lazuli.
lazuli.
It's a
Lapis
blue.
lazuli.
It's a blue
So
crystal.
this is
It's-
for intuition.
or a blue rock. It's very pretty.
That is pretty. I've never seen that. Okay.
This one would be good in the high priestess.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, so amethyst. This is it helps you feel calm. It's also very powerful. The color purple, so it can strengthen any spell.
Hmm. So the color purple strengthens it. Is it
Or is the color purple associated with like
With this,
power, and
power.
royalty?
Oh, oh yeah, purple's royal. Yep.
Yep.
I can dig it.
Tiger's eye. This is also used for intuition, protection, courage. A good one to put in the strength spell.
I'm trying
The
hard
strength
not
card.
to sing. I'm trying hard. Hold it in.
Clear quartz. This amplifies everything. It also helps with your intuition, your crown chakra,
Your what chakra?
the crown, the head.
Okay.
Like receiving.
Okay.
Okay.
Amber's good. I mean, like I said, they're good for a lot of things. But amber, this is one that I use in the strength jar to give people courage.
Oh, do you hear that, dweeb?
You know,
Strength and
it's
courage.
interesting because when I had my this is the first time I've seen Amber since that, but when I had my past life regression, I during the past life regression, she said the lady that was doing it said you need to ask your guides if there's a mineral or stone that you should use or you should carry on yourself to help you understand your path, your life's path. And I said amber. And then I was like, why did I say that?
That's my sister.
Choose turquoise. Turquoise is your favorite. Don't say amber. But it was interesting because then I messaged a friend of mine that does jewelry and he said, oh, that's 10,000-year-old sunlight. That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So we need to
that's
throw
cool.
amber in
I
your
like
jar
that.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sunlight. That makes a lot of sense to help with your courage and your like your vitality.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For strength, the strength card, all within the strength card. Okay, garnets. This is for love spells.
Oh,
Very cool.
Garnet.
girl. please.
Moonstone. This is also for intuition. This is what was in the High Priestess.
Oh, that was the larger crystals in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now where does moonstone come from?
Not the moon. I'm not really sure though.
I was so ready to hear the
Not
moon.
the moon.
Neil Armstrong.
We know where you're going with this, Jared.
Okay. Labradorite. This helps with protection and also your intuition. A lot
Okay.
of these are, and more. Pyrite. Pyrite helps with bringing prosperity, abundance.
How big is your jars?
Jared fills it full.
It's also protective.
Is pyrite edible?
This is gonna hurt. I got pyrite stuck in my teeth.
Okay. Rose quartz is for self-love and love and being peaceful.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so turquoise. It does a lot of stuff. It helps with your throat chakra. It also helps with the intuition and opening up a blockage. It's also protective.
So your third chakra, is that your heart?
Your throat.
Your throat.
Your throat. So you've got
So you've got 1,
crown.
2.
Well, the base is 1, and then the sacral 2, and 3 at the stomach, 4 heart, 5 throat, 6.
And
So
then-
it goes from the bottom up.
Okay.
bottom up.
Okay.
So you've got your taint chakra, your
Jared.
navel chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra,
Mm-hmm.
your
Third eye.
your pineal gland chakra.
Is that where it's at?
Yeah.
It
and,
is?
And then you've got your
Crown.
your top of your head chakra.
Your top knot.
Yeah, the pineal gland, people that have gigantism, correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, but that's because they've got an issue in their pineal gland.
Really?
Yep.
Signals are off.
And here's Jared throwing out more dumb information that nobody needs to know.
Wealth of useless information.
Yes, come to me if you ever want to be the life of anybody getting thrown out of the party. All right, what's in that red lidded jar?
This I have more herbs as well, but this one is mugwort, which helps.
Wait a second.
There you go. There's
Mugwort is a real thing?
Yep,
Can I
it's a real
smell
thing.
it?
Yes, and you can make tea out of that.
You smell it first.
It is edible.
Mugwort.
Is it a flower or is it a root?
I don't know.
Shavings off the ground? What is it?
It doesn't smell bad.
No, I like the smell of it.
Kind of
Mugwort reminds me of Harry Potter.
clovey a little bit. Me too.
Oh yeah, that smells kind of like catnip.
Oh, you can use catnip in spells.
Oh,
I have some, not with me, but
What does catnip do?
makes a guy act crazy, kind of runs around, buries his face in shit.
I know it helps you sleep. You can also make tea out of it.
Out of catnip?
Oh.
What about citrine?
No,
Or
probably the
citrine?
catnip that you grow, not
Nah,
the catnip
didn't.
you're buying.
Not the catnip you buy in the toy.
Just chewing on this cat toy.
Breaking a toy apart, throwing cotton and catnip in there.
So you've got citrine, or is it?
Yeah, this is citrine. Yes, this one is for the strength spell, so it helps with happiness and vitality and
So
solar plexus.
how is it decided what these help with, or what things they do?
They all have different vibrations.
I've
And
heard that. How do you know?
I don't know.
How do you test a vibration?
I don't know.
Maybe with the tuning fork or something. Maybe there's different tuning forks.
I've been kind of digging into sound bathing and different types of meditation megahertz, and
Oh, okay.
so I wonder if they have their own.
That could be it.
That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
We all have a different Everything vibrates.
Yeah, everything's made of energy.
Yes.
Wonder what my vibration is.
Bo-
Like that squirrel on the energy drink in that over the hedge.
Okay, so then in here we have different oils.
Different oils, cinnamon oil. That's for the love spell.
To spice it up.
Spice it up, yes. Rose, rose absolute, also that can be a love spell. And cloves, that will spice anything up too.
Oh yeah.
Also, they do other things, but this is what I use them for. The yin yang love spell. The clary sage I use for the devil, the protection spell.
So the devil is a protection spell.
Yes. Yeah. To let go of your fears as well.
Oh. Okay. I'm excited. I'm gonna
And then
build
what's
one.
that one?
This is geranium. This just brings a really light, good feeling to any spell.
So that'd probably be like a prosperity spell or the peace and happiness
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
So you kind of build off what you desire, what you feel you need, or
Exactly.
ooh.
Okay, and
Yeah.
what else have you got?
Okay, so then I also have, rose petals.
So are those hibs or petals? And
They're
is there
petals.
a difference?
They're petals. I have some little teeny rosebuds in my studio that can be used to make rose tea with.
What's
Do you know,
a-
I learned something interesting this week, not to go completely off topic, but do you know rosary beads are made from rose petals?
Oh boy, now
Oh,
I do.
did
What?
not know that.
Yes. So you take these rose petals and you add a little water to them and you boil them, or this is historically how they were made. You boil them for days and days until they become like a clay. And then they would hand form the rosary beads and poke a hole in them, and they will forever have that faint smell of roses.
That is really cool.
So
I had
I'm-
no idea.
Make-
I am no longer needed on the show, folks. Betsy has
Anyway.
taken over my position of
Useless knowledge. We're not Catholic, and I don't know what I would need that information for, but it's an interesting thing to know.
It's very interesting.
yes, it is.
Hibiscus. This is good for love spell.
Ooh, hibiscus. I'm gonna smell it. Is it spicy? Little bit, little spicy. Basil.
To rub them, and then it brings out their scent more.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've cooked with basil before.
Oh yeah, basil. It's prosperity. Also, it's protection.
Okay, so I needed this and this. Let me finish off
Lavender.
my jar.
And lavender's a calming.
Yes, calming. You could put that into it. Really.
Calming, relaxation. It
Well,
probably
yeah, because any
Peace.
energy you want it to arrive calmly.
it'd probably go good in a love spell as well, you
Yes,
know.
it would. It would. Yeah.
A calming
Yeah.
glove.
Dragon's blood.
Okay, I keep hearing dragon's blood is a tree sap. Is that correct?
I don't know.
And what do you use it for?
This I use. I believe it's in the devil spell for prosperity and no, I'm sorry, for protection and releasing fears.
Does it smell like? Does it smell like?
It
the
doesn't have a
incense?
super strong smell.
Mm-mm.
It's an earthy,
little medicine-y.
Yeah, maybe a little minty.
Okay.
All right, and then we have sandalwood, which it helps with your spiritual connection, healing, and peacefulness.
Hmm.
I had a.
I
soap
love
that
sandalwood.
smelled like this.
Me too.
Yeah. Love sandalwood.
Oh yeah.
Frankincense. This is for prosperity.
Now, okay, this is frankincense. This is one of the things that was brought to sweet baby Jesus. What is frankincense in? What do you do with it?
I put it in the prosperity spell.
Yeah.
I don't know what baby Jesus did with it though.
Yeah.
Well, they gave him a whole bunch of little rocks, and he.
Yeah, I wonder if it was considered at the time to be.
It probably had some value somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe medicinal, teething.
It is supposed to be antibacterial.
They gave it to baby Jesus. He probably chewed on it and helped him out with it.
Going to
Breaking
hell.
teeth. Straight there.
All right. And white sage, just cleansing, purity.
And does it maintain its properties even if it's not burned? Just having it inside the spell jars?
Yes. And one thing that I really have liked to do in the past is crumble it all up and spread it out on the carpet and let it sit for a while and then vacuum it all up. It leaves a really fresh scent in the carpet.
Vacuum it up and then put it in the spell jar.
She could, or throw it away.
Oh, we're talking outside of the spell jar thing.
Yeah.
Gotta
So
pick
we
it
have a
up.
question. A nightmare spell.
Yeah, or
Is that a
Stop
thing?
nightmare?
Yeah.
yeah,
stop
to stop
nightmares?
nightmares.
Do they have a tarot deck?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
she does.
So, I mean, we could do that with the Nine of Swords. It's kind of a nightmarish card. It brings that energy, anxiety, not sleeping at night. Just reverse it.
Reverse, like turn it upside down.
Uh-huh.
So
Inside
the nine
her
of
deck?
the nine of
Oh.
swords is a bad card to get.
It represents nightmares, anxiety.
I'm surprised I
hard
didn't
to
get that
sleep.
every time I've ever done it. I'm shocked.
You sleep pretty good though, don't you?
I sleep great.
You know, do you remember your dreams?
Never.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. So that,
Never ever.
And lavender will help.
yeah.
And
Oh.
something to protect them from the nightmares.
So kind of maybe a protection. Satan.
Yes.
You bring Satan to fight the nightmares.
Actually, yeah, it's the fears. It is the devil card. Letting go of fears
Mm.
Oh.
and protection.
Bailey's on here. She's wondering if you think you could do a 3-card reading for her. Yes, Bailey. We talked to her about it already. We will kindly request Moon do a 3-card reading for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get you on there. We can go ahead and knock that out right now if you
Okay.
want.
Let's do that right now.
And then we'll build some magic jars. I went and visited Moon today, and I said she gets to pick what kind of spell.
What kind of spell jar you get?
Yep, she's picking the spell jar for me.
Mm.
There's her birthday.
Okay. Pisces.
Is that a Pisces? You're very welcome, Bailey. Bailey, are you a Pisces? Okay, you can go ahead and start doing your stuff.
Okay.
Does she-
what
does
is
she have-
your question?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
What is your specific
Yeah,
question?
do you have a question?
Laura says, I've definitely been hexed. Laura, did you hex yourself? I'm wondering if I've hexed myself.
Stumbled into it. Yes, she is a Pisces. And the question should be coming in. She's typing right now. But yeah, so Moon is going to pick what spell jar I get. I am sending her mental transmissions for the one I need right now. Money,
Some-
money, money, money.
sometimes your guides have different ideas for you, Jared.
God, I know. Don't I know it? Always. But yes, and
What's the most common spell jar people ask for? Love?
Love spell.
love.
Do they
It's always
just
the
feel
one.
like they just can't find the right person? I mean, in today's day and age, does the love spell come with like a social media account tucked into it? That's where everybody talks.
I want to hit it big on Insta Twitter. All right. I don't know if Bailey's typing. What if we do just start out with maybe just a general for her, like a I don't know, a general path. Oh,
Kendra, you guys crack me up.
Yeah, you're going with general.
yeah. Let's start out with the general one. I don't know if she's typing or, but yes, we'll start out with just a general one. She has been wondering. Hi, Kendra. Ooh. Okay. How do you do that? How is nothing you do upside down?
That's the way I shuffle. But when I get a reversal, it's really important to pay attention to it.
All I get, I mean, the hangman is upside down, but technically he's supposed to be upside down.
All right, yeah, she said start with general, but mainly I just want to know if the path I want to go down in my future is going to happen and if it is the best path for me. So like a past,
Yeah.
present,
Has she
future.
been thinking about this for a long time, just kind of considering it, waiting? That is the right path, what you want to do. All positive, especially justice. This is what she should do.
All positive, Bailey.
All positive. Yeah, just now put some action behind it and do it.
Oh,
Isn't that's the kicker? Like we all want great things, but man, you got to work for them.
Yeah.
yes. Yes. I don't know what it is she wants to do.
But do it,
Do
Bailey.
it. Jump on it. Hopefully it's not something nefarious. I want to be a crack dealer.
Do it well, Bailey. Plan your
Is it career?
I'm guessing because she says I mainly just want to know if the path I want to go down in my future is going to happen and if that's the best path for me. Oh, that's a hard one. All of us find ourselves in that position at some point.
If it is a path such as, okay, she wants to be a nurse. She wants to be a
Medical
legal crack dealer. Digging it.
Same.
But no, Bailey.
Okay, so Pisces, this is the hangman, and that is like a healer. This is healing
Oh,
energy.
see?
So this would be perfect for her.
All right.
There you go.
Yes, continue to be a nurse, a NICU nurse, a baby nurse.
Even a doctor. Does she want?
Yeah, why
this
stop at
energy
nurse?
Here, she could be a doctor.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Bailey the doctor.
Keep going.
All right. Yes. Don't ever stop. Become as high up as you can. And yes, pursue.
That is a profession I've never had an interest in.
Oh, baby doctor?
Any doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any doctor.
Well, that some scare me more than others. I wouldn't want to be a foot doctor or a proctologist. I think that'd get rough. It'd just be dealing with assholes all day. It'd be,
yeah,
never look at a donut the same.
it would just ruin it.
All right. So, Bailey, there you go. Your three card Monty. Now we're going to build some spells. Have you put some thought to, I went and saw Moon earlier. She is deciding what spell I am going to build. And she's going to show us how we're going to videotape while we do it. And we'll provide Bailey wants to know if you can do a past, present, future one.
Present, future. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, I like the past one because that immediately tells you. Even the present one tells you if the tarot card reader is in tune with your energy, because you either relate to it or you don't.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. All right. we've got?
We keep on getting this waiting for something,
Oh, what are you waiting for, Bailey?
waiting on something.
Waiting on something, waiting for something.
Okay.
This is future.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, we got a magician. We got a dude in a robe.
Is she doubting her abilities? Is this what it is? So she's just kind of like, I don't know if I want to get into this.
She might be. I'm not really sure.
Because if she's like doubting that she could do this, that like she doesn't feel she is intelligent enough. She's very intelligent. The magician energy is you'll manifest what you want, and she has all the tools to do it.
Yes.
So right now, though, she's like really in kind of a dreamy place. Well, this is a Pisces. She's kind of daydreaming about what she wants to do, trying to focus, reflecting on the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it, Bailey.
So, in the past, has she struggled with what she like things she wants to do? She's very strong.
She says she has a lot of self-doubt.
Oh, okay.
So the past for her, you show that it was a struggle of some
There's
sort.
a struggle of some sort. Like she just wants to. She's different. She in a good way. She has her own opinions. She is strong, but it's almost a struggle for her.
So she is a strong person that I can attest to. I think everyone can, but she's showing some self-doubt, maybe at her age where parents still have a lot of influence. I think the parents need to reinforce their pride in her, their trust in her ability to make her decisions.
That is
Yeah, and it's a pivotal age.
Oh yes,
But for
very.
females, I mean, boys at that age
Yeah, boys
are
at that
much
age
less mature, but
yeah, they're
females at that age are just on the brink of making life choices.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boys come around to that what 46, 47.
My husband still hasn't, so I don't know.
All right.
Ask me in another year or two.
Okay, when we figure that out, we'll come back to that. But young ladies are,
like she's super positive though. Lots of positive, optimistic energy.
Good to have.
Yes.
Good to have, because School of Medicine takes a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work. You got to
Yes,
grind at it.
She can do it.
Yeah, looks like you've got everything you need, Bailey.
Yes, you do. All right. Okay, so what
Very
spell
cool.
jar have you decided for me?
Well, I think you need the love spell.
I knew I'd do that. Can we put some pyrite in there?
You could put some pyrite in there. Yes, that's good. Prosperity.
I love the money.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll come with money.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hello, Oprah.
Oh, here's cinnamon.
Oh,
To
that's
spice
full.
it up?
That's
That's
full
right,
cinnamon.
yeah. Okay, so here is your
So we get some little jars.
bottle.
Okay, so I am going to show the jar right now. It's
Those are
just
so
a
cute.
little jar that any woman would think is so cute with the little cork lid on it.
So cute.
Yes.
Okay, and then the choice of the tarot cards. Gosh, I don't know which one I should do.
You can even do 2 tarot cards in the same jar. I have done up to 3 tarot cards in the same jar.
Like a past, present, future tarot.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Or you can do,
Who does
whatever you
what?
want.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to throw Satan in there just because.
Just because you should do
And I want him right in front. I want him when you pick it up, people are like, what is, you got a demon in a jar. I'm like, yeah.
Justice. I like the moon energy.
Oh,
I
okay.
do like that.
Right.
The moon, the sun, judgment, the world. Okay, so tell me moon and sun, what's the difference?
The moon's more emotional. It's more your intuition. The sun is more your vitality, your courage, your solar plexus energy.
Okay,
More
so
about the taint chakra.
Who you are, what makes you happy. You know, and George, you should do the devil and lovers together. Those are a soulmate. So
The
that would
devil
be-
and lovers.
yes.
Yeah, well, because the devil's 15, 1 plus 5 reduces to 6, which is the lovers. The
Ah.
shadow side of it.
So I'm doing opposites, kind of.
Kind of in a way, but you're manifesting like abundance, prosperity, and a relationship. And also with the lovers, it's love and a relationship with yourself.
So tell me about the death card.
That will bring change and transition. So like if you want something, it's Pluto energy, so it's powerful. If you want to change something and you need the courage to do it, or you want to do it through magic or through sending your intentions out, that's how you do it with the death card.
Oh.
Also, the death card would heighten, like if you had mediumship abilities, it would heighten those abilities.
If you have no abilities, would it maybe let you notice anything?
Yeah, you might be able to.
Might bring me around to seeing a ray.
Okay. So, what would be a couple of really good cards for healing energy?
Ace of Cups, Star.
Let's see, there's a star.
Okay.
What is the Fool? Is that like the beginning of a journey?
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Because he's the first, right?
Yes, the beginning.
What's a fool?
What's a fool?
To your left.
It's like almost like it's Aquarius. So dare to be different, be yourself, like take a leap of faith.
The Hermit. That's a good card for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Well, remember I got the
For
hermit when she did that.
So the Hermit is wisdom.
And
Oh.
yes, and soul searching.
Okay, so I like the
Soul
Hermit.
searching.
Oh, okay.
And he's solitary. He's in a lot of peace.
Peace is good. Peace is good. And the Moon card?
So it's intuition. That's what you would want to use it for.
I'm gonna hold some of these
Intuition.
little baby cards.
Okay, so I
up.
like the Star.
So these are little teeny tiny. You see how big my thumb is? That is 2 cards right there. And they're teeny tiny. It's hard to get them to focus in that close, but that is 2 cards. This one is the Tower and the Star. The Star's a naked lady digging in a pond.
Listen, just go with it.
Just go with it. Yes.
So the Emperor, that is like authority and...
Building boundaries,
Okay, I don't have an issue with that.
taking control.
Temperance?
Temperance is a good peace card. That's like healing and peace.
I like that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an angel card. There's only 3 in the whole deck. Temperance is one of them.
What are the other
angel?
two?
What's an angel card?
It's a card with an angel on it.
Oh, okay.
So judgment and the lovers.
So Jared needs...
Satan.
I'm looking for Satan.
Oh, what do we have here? So we have.
So the
these-
Empress versus the Emperor, what's the difference between the two of those?
She could be used for a love spell. She could be
There's
used in a love
lovers.
spell. Goddess energy. She fertility. She's forever pregnant with ideas. And,
Okay, so apparently this is my first one, the one all the way to the left. It's a little.
The Lovers, right?
Yeah.
He needs that for his love spell?
Yes.
Or does it have an opposite meaning as
You need
well?
some scissors.
The love spell.
And then there's your Devil one. What about the Tower?
The Tower, that's powerful when you want a change to come as well. It'll come probably not in such a nice way. It'll be kind of a rough surprise. The Tower energy is Mars. It's
Like hardcore change,
like-
huh?
Yes, hardcore change.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay, so would these go together well? Temperance, the Star, and the Hermit.
That is really good. Yes, that goes together very
Okay.
well.
It's probably not a good idea to throw the hermit and the lovers in together, though, right?
No,
I-
don't.
The hermit makes sense for me because I basically am, and I would like to be at peace with that.
And
Well-
it's all a spiritual, all three of those cards.
Remember when you first came over the first time and we did that kind of that circle card, the
Oh yes, the house reading.
yeah, when you did that the first time, that came out as the hermit came out as my thingy, my it was a big one, and then a whole bunch of cards came after it.
Was it like in the spirituality, the ninth house?
I can't remember.
I kind of remember.
There was
that.
one, it was the one right in the top.
10th house. No? Yeah. It's
Okay,
either
so-
the ninth or 10th.
Yeah.
What is an Aquarius card?
The star is Aquarius card. That's the sign it represents in the tarot. So Aquarius, they're really futuristic. They're all about hopes and dreams. They're pretty positive. They're about humanity, healing. But anyway, the star is Aquarius. So she represents like an Aquarius.
And
The
I'm on,
water bearer, even though she's an air sign.
I'm on the cusp between Aquarius and Capricorn.
Oh, yeah.
I remember you did mine, and all three of my houses are in the moon.
You are a triple Aquarius.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So that's a good card for
That
me
is
as
a
well.
really good card for you. Humanitarian, but leave you alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hermit.
Humanitarian from afar.
I'm the humanitarian hermit.
So what's a Sagittarius type card?
Well, Temperance is actually a Sagittarius.
Temperance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need that?
So
Also,
what does Sagittarius do?
it's the house of spirituality, travel, long distance travel, and higher learning, philosophy, just like always
Oh.
wanting to know more and more and more.
You're the poster child for that.
For-
Aquarius, Jared's photo.
No,
Or
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, Jared's photo.
Yes. Okay.
The house of higher learning. That definitely fits you.
Just wants to know more and more and more, and then cough it out and make people go,
So I know I'm on the cusp. Tiffany asked, how do you know you're on the cusp? Because my birthday's on the 20th.
Yeah.
And so depending on the time of day I was born, I will either fall under Aquarius or I will fall under Capricorn. And every place I check my horoscope, it's different.
really?
Yeah, some do the 20th as a Capricorn, some do it as an Aquarius.
So you're like on the middle ground of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why you're on the cusp.
On the cusp.
So you're an Aquariacorn.
Aquariacorn.
Aquarius.
Caprius.
Okay, so now that we have our intentions set with our tarot
Okay.
cards in here, we then add the other pieces. And do you put essential oils in these too?
I put the essential oils on the cork. You can
Okay.
put them in there, but it sometimes it kind of bleeds the
And then
picture.
it'll make my picture soggy.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cork, and then you put that inside.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And on the outside too, so it kind of smells pretty.
Okay.
I've got to start out with
And
my
then I have charms.
All
with
right.
my rocks.
So frankincense, what was this?
That is for protection,
Okay, I don't need protection.
and
I need
also
protection,
it's
but-
prosperity. So
Okay.
you might want frankincense.
I need to do a little amber. I was told by my spirit guides at
That
one
makes
time
you strong, right?
that I need amber in to remind me.
You put in a frankincense. I have a little piece of baby Jesus present in mine.
Okay. Then
Do I need amber in mine? Do I need strength?
yeah, what was amber was strength?
Do I
Amber,
want-
yeah.
Okay.
So this is where I might meet a WWF wrestler lady.
So which ones are
Self-confidence too.
yeah, which ones are good for like intuition or understanding?
Okay, so that would be like the moonstone. Also, what was that one we were just talking about?
The pyrite.
Okay, so the moonstone,
We've got
labradorite, lapis lazuli.
Those are all good for like
citrine.
For
intuition,
intuition, yes.
and I don't know if it's intuition I'm looking for.
Clarity.
Clarity, yeah, clarity and peace.
Hopefully, you
What's
guys
a good
are
peace one?
Lavender.
lavender.
Rose
Lavender.
quartz.
Yes, yes, rose quartz.
I'll put a little bit of money in mine. Gotta go for that money. A little bit of the. Oh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So, all right. So, what else? What's needed?
Slide me the lavender?
What's needed to find love?
Okay, so rose petals for
Oh,
sure.
I get to put a rose petal in there. Now, I grind it up and put it in.
Yes.
Can I borrow your little funnel I saw over
Yeah.
there?
Oh, yes, that's what I brought up.
My
there.
fat fingers don't make easy aim into a little hole.
Oh,
Garnet is love too,
here's
Jared.
a little spoon.
Do you
Does anyone
have
want that? Will
do you
that
have a candle I can borrow and some cotton balls?
No.
Okay, so I've got amber, moonstone, lavender, and rose quartz in here. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And then what is a good peaceful healing oil to use on the lid?
Clary sage would be the best that I brought.
Clary sage. I've never smelled clary sage, but I love sage.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah, I could wear that. I wouldn't,
I've
but I could.
I've got baby Jesus present, amber, and rose in here right now. Rose petal.
Rose petal and cinnamon. I wonder
Yeah,
if
you
we
gotta
could
spice it
do
up.
Some little pieces of cinnamon.
So you need to take a little chunk.
Yes, take a chunk of cinnamon. Sandalwood would be good for intuition too.
Okay, a little chunk of cinnamon. There we go. All right. Okay. What else we got?
Lavender. That's good.
Ooh, lavender's good for the lovin'.
Yes.
All right.
Calm loving. That's what you need.
Take it
Peace.
easy. I'm gonna need my
Peace
little,
with lots of money.
I'm gonna need to borrow a little spoon for this one. Where did
The
that?
spoon.
Yes, there it is. It's hiding over there. Okay.
I love that clary sage.
Oh, I do too. It does really smell good. It's peaceful.
Yes. Yeah, it's calming.
Mhm.
And it's not perfumey like lavender. I like lavender, but it's sometimes too perfumey to put in like oil diffusers. But
Oh, yeah.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Lavender's perfumey.
Smell that.
Oh, that smells.
Lavender's very
delightful.
perfumey. And soapy. Lavender reminds me of soap, but this clary sage
Oh yeah, that smells delightful.
just smells good.
Okay, so I've got some cinnamon and some lavender,
And some hibiscus.
hibiscus.
Mm-hmm.
So what is hibiscus?
It promotes the energies of love. Attracts them.
Oh boy. When I end up married next year, you guys are all gonna be sorry. I'm gonna start wearing sweater vests.
That's what happens, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna.
It's all fun and games till that's
So-
what you get from me for your wedding gift.
You know, I'd sport that bad boy proudly.
Sweater vest.
The charms.
Okay, so the charms. What is a good signifier of like
Peace.
a journey?
A journey.
Yeah.
There's a will in there. It's the
Oh.
the Celtic will is in there. I think it's in
What
the.
does
blue
that
one.
signify something good? It's Celtic, so you just don't know. Oh, but there's like what do they call that?
Oh,
Ooh, yeah.
a ship steering
The ship
wheel.
wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I would say that one probably is fitting as I sail through rocky waters.
I don't know if there's a dove in there, but that would.
Ooh.
Oh. Gosh, you've got all kinds of stuff.
There's an awesome pentagram in there. An awesome one.
Let's see.
Yep. Sorry, we need to talk some more. See, look, they've got the Celtic cross here.
So we've got the moon and star. Oh, that one's kind of cool too.
That is so cute. I love that one. You can even put some of the charms inside if you can't decide what one you want on the outside. Stick them on the inside.
Wow, these are they've got little horses. What is this?
very cool. Sayings.
Check that one out, Betsy.
Stop it.
The skull and crossbone. Does it fit?
Oh no, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't fit. Come on.
You don't need a skull and
I'll grease it
crossbones in
up.
your love jar.
Come on, we were so close.
Jared, we're trying to get you hitched, man.
Oh, yeah, yay. You guys will be
Dragonflies. What do dragonflies signify?
Strength.
Strength.
sorry. Here's a forever one.
Jared, it's a cage.
Oh.
That's
That,
there's a forever one.
Is there a ball and chain?
Oh goodness, come on. See, like, check out this little pentagram.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
That is cool.
So anyway, so we're as
I
we're
like
drifting
the
off.
moon and star.
This is good radio, folks.
Yeah.
But so we're making these little potions and we're looking for charms for them. But anyway, so what we'll do is we'll kind of see if Moon can't lead us to a description of these different elements for these potions and or I don't know what other word we'd call it, but lead us
These are spell jars,
yeah,
right?
lead us
yes,
a
spell jars.
description for them so that you could maybe go on to that if you wanted to try building your own. Or if you are so inclined, Moon does in her office. She does more than tarot card readings, but you can go in her office and she has a little area where you can build these jars in her office.
Tell me about this hand. What does it signify? I see it all over the place.
Peace, harmony.
Is
that's
that
the
the-
yoga?
Yeah.
Is that the hand of Jainism?
Did you just make that up?
Nope, not even a little bit. Jainism is a
I have to ask. Sometimes he's
You
just
don't
poking
know.
fun at me.
it's a branch of Buddhism. They're the ones that harm nothing.
Harm nothing.
Yes, they do no
Oh,
harm.
that-
It's probably the most peaceful religion. Hello, Christy. Thank you for joining us. While we do this, let's run through some while Betsy picks out her charms. Tiffany Howell asks, hers is on the 25th. So what's mine? How do you know?
Are you talking January, Tiff? I think she is. Because I
Okay.
believe she's an Aquarius.
Okay. So does that mean she's a cusper as well?
Oh, she is. Yes, if you're within about 5 days, 7 days, sometimes
Oh,
you're a cusper.
okay. So you're a cusper. You dirty cuspers. All right. Let's see. We'll jump up. I think we've gone through most of them. Yes, we've gone through most of the comments so far. And I know this got kind of boring while me and Betsy looked through all the fun stuff.
We were starstruck by all
Yes,
of the...
yes. But anyway, so we got a spell jar. And do I need to put any oil on mine?
Yes, you need to put cinnamon and roses. on
Cinnamon
yours.
and rose and Tabasco.
And then if you want to attach your charm, I have the twine
Oh.
and the O-ring
That's for
and the
that's
tools.
That's
Okay,
for
so mine has a little ring on it.
Okay.
So I would just need a little piece of twine.
where does one get these oils? Ooh. Oh, wow. Do not pull the cinnamon too close when you take a pull on that. Oh, that'll open up the sinuses. Good morning, everybody.
Cinnamon is a powerful, powerful oil.
That is a powerful drug.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And do you recommend sealing? I've seen some spell jars where they're sealed with wax or otherwise.
Yeah. That would be one you couldn't wear, but definitely sealing it with wax would do that, and it looks really nice too.
Yeah. I've seen some of them where they've, taken and run a bead of wax to seal the cork to it.
Really? Like red wax? Like,
Like I've seen them where you drip the
Mhm.
wax down.
Oh.
And it just looks cool like that.
so how's that look for
That looks good.
my magic? Dun, dun,
Very
dun,
good.
dun, 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 dun.
What does rose and cinnamon smell like together?
You want to try it? You're going to regret pulling this up by your nose. I can't open it anymore. How do you open it now?
Can you smell it already though? It's strong.
That
Can
cinnamon
you smell it?
over.
Can you
I
smell
don't
it?
think the rose
Yeah.
has even showed up to the party on that one.
You could put a drip of cinnamon
yeah.
rose on the top too.
Yeah, I put some oil on the top of
I
mine.
put
too.
mine on the bottom.
You could do
I did it on the
both.
bottom and the top.
You
I'm
do
an
it on
over-
both?
I'm an overachiever.
Both
Oh.
sides.
I want to smell that sage. What is it called?
That's what I really love
Clary
about
sage.
is smelling the smell. It
Mm-hmm.
helps connect to what you're trying to
Okay.
manifest.
Well. this is-
So outside of these type of tarot spells, tarot spell jars, this is so cool.
It is. Well, it's for my manly word of the day, very cute.
It is very
It
cute.
is cute.
Outside of that, are there other ways to use the tarot deck as a way of manifesting spells? And is it by choosing cards, or are they also random draws?
Either way, if you want tarot to decide what you need in your life, do a random draw, and then from there you can do a spell by setting a tarot card like on your altar, or writing down what you
Okay.
want to.
Okay, we got to backtrack.
Okay,
I need an altar.
Yeah, where do we get
Yeah.
altars?
Step one.
Yeah, step one, get an altar. Step two,
so get an altar.
Then
Just a-
do
just
you-
a space where you put just some spiritual sacred things around. Like you
okay.
could put all these spices around it and put the tarot card in the middle, leave it there over a full moon or a new moon.
Charge
any night,
it.
really.
That's where you charge it, right?
Yeah.
And so you would choose the card, or you would let the guides and the deck choose the card for you?
I usually choose the card. You could do that though. You could shuffle and let the guides choose one for you.
Oh. Laura asks, can you request certain jars made through your office, through your
Yeah. Can someone just come to you and say, "Listen,
Or
I
even
really
send
need
you a
love spell
message.
jar."
Can they send you a message through Facebook and say, "Hey, can you make me I don't know, a money jar? Here's my address. You make it, mail
Yes.
it to them."
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yes, you can. So you can contact Moon and she can go into jar making and mail it off to you.
Now, are most of your jars this size?
I have a larger size. It's about
It's-
it's about a hat.
It's a
size.
quarter of an inch taller, but it has a smaller neck. These ones, I kind of like these ones better because they've got that wider. See, here's the larger one.
Okay, so it's just a little larger in
Yeah.
volume.
Yeah, just a little bit taller. But
Oh.
it seemed like when I looked at him, the neck wasn't as large. Didn't have as big of an opening.
It would be interesting to find out how you test the vibration and see how these work together. If the vibration is static, this is my scientist mind. I'm like Bill Nye the Science Guy. If the vibration is
Betsy Nye.
static, or if it raises dependent on what other crystals or minerals or rocks are near it.
Ooh.
Like if you can actually raise the vibration
I
by
believe you could raise the vibration. That's why you put this all together
yeah.
to make it stronger, and the more ingredients the stronger you would feel it would be.
What if we could hear them like a singing, like you could hear the different elements together making a chorus?
Now they have a new thing I want to.
Mine would be going, no, should have went for money.
They've got this thing where you put it on your plants, and your plants can sing.
Remember we did that story about the Japanese scientist that figured out how to record plants making noise or something?
Yes. So now that is commercially available.
Oh boy.
And you plug it into your computer and you put it on your plants, and every plant,
Says something.
well, they omit a different sound, and so you can make symphonies. Like in my house, it would be like an orchestra. In Jared's house, it would be quiet. But
Help us.
I have so many plants. Like it would be like,
What do you think?
That's great, Jared.
Huh?
Awesome.
I love that Moon was like, you need a love spell.
I know. I should have known that would be coming because everyone likes to punk Jared. You've been punked.
Now, have you ever had somebody call you and say, I want a spell, and like a negative spell? And then would I then, like if you don't like someone, you hide a shrimp in their curtains? Like, do I
I'm gonna put another banana in my tailpipe.
yeah, do I take this spell jar and this evil spell jar and like drop it off over there?
Bury it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
bury it on their land.
Oh. So
Have you ever had someone ask you for a negative, like, I really hate this lady, make me a
I've
terrible
had
one?
people ask me how to stop people from talking about them or doing negative things with them. And so we always use Eight of Swords to bind them from doing harm to them.
so you've had people protect themselves from other people,
Yes,
but
yes.
But
you
not
haven't
like
had
make him grow a wart.
you haven't had
We
someone
haven't done that one yet.
you haven't done someone like had someone come to you and say, come to you, they've got the overcoat on, the fedora, they're laughing all evil and making an evil potion.
Not yet.
Not yet. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'll tell them how to do it themselves.
Like you'll give them advice. Now, does
yes,
that
I would give them advice.
it would be hard for you to create a negative because you're such a positive person. Like they need to go to someone evil to create a negative spell, right?
Someone with bad intentions, and they're the ones with those intentions, so that they would be the best person to make the spell.
Yes. Be
Or the
like,
hex.
listen, this is all on you.
Mhm.
You're the one with all the negative
Right.
juju.
Exactly.
Oh,
Mm-mm. Very
that
cool.
would be interesting. Well, I think after, if anyone wants to go visit Moon, she's up at it's the old Tooele Hospital, but it's the Tooele County Community Center, and they're changing the name soon to
Yeah.
the Tooele.
shops or-
Yeah, the shops at Tooele, but it's at the old folks home, where it used to be.
Tons of cool energy
Yeah,
there.
you just
That
go
is
up there.
the perfect place
It
to
is.
like get in touch with spirit.
Yeah, lots of neat shops up there. Urban Lie has moved into kind of the windowed shop now, and I stopped in there and checked out her stuff. She's getting geared up for Mardi Gras, and then I went over and saw Moon. We did a reading and then did just kind of sit around and shoot the breeze for a couple hours, and it's really just I dig going in there.
Yeah, it's a cool space. It's a way cool space.
Yeah, they've got the cafe. They've got just a lot of things. Cruise in there, stop in, check it out. Yeah, it's very fun. What's in the little black and star
these are
bags?
bags. These are bags that you can put your spells in.
So it's a spell bag.
Yeah, like you could put your little bottle in it. I mean, you could make a spell in it without
So
the
you could make
bottle.
like a little medicine bag out of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Oh,
Very cool.
yes.
And these are necklaces. You could do a necklace there.
Oh, okay. So you could do like a charm necklace. Like if you're, you pick your charm out of there and then make a little necklace out of it.
Or a keychain.
Oh, yeah. So,
Do you have a personal spell jar, or several?
Yes, I do. I have them everywhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where do you keep yours? Do you use it when you
I
meditate?
used to have one in my bag, and it broke just recently, or else I'd pull it out and show you. I have them in my closet on my altar.
what would
In
do you
my
have in your closet? Like,
studio.
is there like
Let
a
me find my
make
missing
sure-
The
sock.
Ace of Cups. I mean,
make
just
sure
the-
my
I have
clothes
the Ace of
match
Cups.
today? I don't.
Jared needs that.
Whatever. I wear blue jeans,
And a
brown
t-shirt.
jeans, black t-shirt, brown t-shirt. Call it a day. Don't mix it up. You throw crazy pastel in there.
What was the first spell jar you made?
The first one, I think it was the Ace of Cups.
And what would that one do?
It's the happiness, joy.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Very cool. These are way cool. I would suggest everyone stop in, see Moon, make an appointment. Super intuitive. The coolest things, like these mini tarot cards, are the bee's knees. Yeah, these are awesome.
Yeah, they are. And she, I guess what would the bird initiated them herself, the little mini tarot cards. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I've
She-
never seen those before.
She boiled them down.
And,
Yep.
and as you know, as always, she does tarot readings.
Yes.
And you're teaching. Jared and I have got to get scheduled for a tarot class.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, Jared definitely needs to get how not to do evil tarot card readings on oneself class.
He
Yeah.
hexes himself all the time.
I haven't read for myself since. It scared the shit out of me. It was all bad. Ass cancer, ass cancer, ass cancer. Deodorant won't work on you anymore. Call it a day. It was rough.
Have you had a tarot reading where you were just like, "This is bad"?
Oh yeah.
Started crying.
How
for the-
do you deal with that? I mean, because we all have to kind of accept our fate at some point, but is there a spin that you put on it that, perhaps eases the discomfort?
Oh yeah, I do try to. I mean, there was somebody who was very, very unhealthy, near death, and they knew it. They knew it. And that's the question they asked. And
Did the cards say that too?
Ten of Swords came up. That's an energy of death.
Oh.
Like a new, transformation too, into something different. Different energy
Oh.
somewhere. But we both, as soon as I pulled that, we both sat and I said something like, you won't die in the next 3 months. And then they did die. They did pass away.
Mhm.
Mm. Okay, so to close this out, Jared and I have talked about this a lot. There is a big shift happening in the world right now,
In everything, yeah.
and everybody's feeling it. Could you do a quick reading to kind of give us an idea, like the next 3 months even? Because it is crazy train in the
Do
world
I need to
right
start
now.
storing food and water?
Yeah. Yeah, there's
The
this
next 3 months?
yeah, like just
Like how will the energies be in the next 3
yeah,
months?
like what are we looking forward to societally over the course of the next couple of months?
Yes.
There's an energy forum that I follow, and it registers frequencies, and it's interesting because it has these little blips of white light, and then it's dark, and they're placed all over the world, but right now the whole field of view is bright white light, So there's a big energy shift taking place.
It's a good thing I wouldn't flip it. And I'd be like, I didn't know there were 7 10 of cups in one deck.
I mean, this is the energy that we're going to have strength because things are going to move really fast. Things are going to start moving fast here. But like this isn't as I thought. Oh yeah, major changes are going to come. But this is good energy. This is the Four of Wands.
So it's a good
This is-
shift.
This should be a good shift. There's a lot that we're going to find out. More information coming. There's a lot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's what everyone's saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that there is going to be a big information dump of that will bring about worldwide change.
well, yeah, and here's the death card change. And these are both Pluto. These are both changes. Judgment. They're both huge, major changes. But a rising of the Phoenix. I mean, both are kind of, I guess, needed. Changes will be made.
Oh boy. So
So, but it will be for the better.
It does. It looks like it. It really does look like it's going to be for the better. And I'm not getting anything like the Ten of Swords or anything
Nothing
really
negative.
negative.
okay, I'll hypothesize. Julian Assange will get convicted, and then there'll be a dump of all the stuff he hasn't released yet, and then we will know where the aliens come
Do you want to
from.
know my prediction?
Yeah.
Central bank falls
How would that be?
hard. It falls hard. They're arresting all of the key players right now.
This could be, these are banking. This eighth house banking other people's money.
Yeah, they're arresting. They did another one in
Oh.
Myanmar today.
Oh, wow.
All over the world, they're arresting these big central bank
Huh.
guys.
I'm wondering. Oh.
It's going to fall.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be great?
Man, all right, everyone.
Woohoo!
There's yes, it is game time.
It is upon us. And that
Yes.
would be a very good thing. That would be a positive change in the world. What would replace it? I would hope, because the vacuum will be filled by something, I would hope that it has positive and clear intentions and doesn't have a negative impact. But the central banks have to fall.
Throw your money at Bitcoin, I suppose. It might be too late to really throw money at it. Emerson said disclosure.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes,
because
disclosure.
pentacles. There are no pentacles
So there's no hard money.
here.
Yeah.
Pentacles is hard money.
Well,
Yeah.
pentacles are
Pentacles,
coins.
yes.
So
That's
when
cool.
when we come down and take your
Ooh.
class,
Quantum banking.
Betsy
Second
Ooh.
prediction.
Betsy's quite far along in your class. When I come down, it'll be. I hope you're ready for this. You'll be starting out. I mean, we're talking
I
kindergarten.
study with grace.
There'll be nap time.
Oh, disclosure.
Yes, disclosure. And Jessica, she says,
Uh-oh. There's
there goes my job. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. There,
just a good shift in it.
yeah, maybe it'll be a positive.
There will
shift.
be an exchange no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm just
There'll
postulating.
still be loans and lending and all that. I just think what I hope to see change in banking is that we see fractional reserve banking tighten up a little bit, because that is money borrowed that isn't in existence.
Well, and it would be nice if the money wasn't
It's
passed around
crazy.
between the same people and never given
Yeah,
to those who really need it.
well, it's not just that, but the way the bank works, Bank A gets $100, Bank B borrows $100, but then can lend out $1,000. That's the fractional reserve part. And part of that lending out of 1,000 is they lend back to Bank A, and Bank A can then lend more when the real money in existence
It's
at
still
that
only
time
$100.
is still only $100.
Yep. Yes.
That's a scary notion that they do that.
So I've been hearing a lot about quantum banking now that the quantum computer is in play in a lot of things. And
Does that mean they'll know, like, when I bounce a check faster?
well, that means they'll know where the money's being laundered to, and they'll know it real time, and they'll understand the hubs of where the money had previously been able to be kind of squirreled away. But it does, in a lot of sense, take physical cash and turn it into like Bitcoin type
turns it into
baking.
an online
Yeah.
medium. So there'll no longer be specie in print. It'll be specie in existence. But the good thing about like Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency is
I'm gonna have to have Dave give me a class on Bitcoin.
they can put a ceiling on it. Anyways, we took our fun spell class into a
Yes.
crazy section. That's for our different conspiracy show. And
Yes, and we're going to start offering. We've been kind of tossing it around, but we're going to do a subscribers only, and I think we'll
Something.
start out with some
yep,
crazy conspiracy.
the stuff we're afraid to put on everyone else's stuff. The stuff that'll
Yes.
scare off the normies.
That's right.
You know, we haven't figured
Thins the herd.
we haven't ironed it out yet. We don't know exactly how we're going to do it, but
We
it
may do
is-
some like true crime on there, some
Mhm.
series as well.
We'll figure it out, and then of course we will be respondent to all of you as to how we do it. But we want to thank Moon for coming in tonight. She's
What a cool show!
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
she is
I had
always the funnest.
Yes.
And yeah. Jessica says she is down for that subscription. All right, Jessica. But be very afraid because I might go
we know
crazy
you're a
on that.
part of the herd, Jess. We know.
Yes. But you guys, everyone, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We will see you next week. Is next week, I believe we are talking Bigfoot.
Oh,
So we got less coming in. We're going to be talking the Bigfoot wars next week.
there's lots of new
it's an old-
stuff in
it's an
Bigfoot
old
world.
story. Less always comes in with the
I'm gonna try to keep up.
with the craziness. Yeah. Usually we get done with the Bigfoot stuff and I don't go out for nature for a couple weeks just because it's freaked me out. But yeah, but we will see you guys next week. Everybody have a
great week.
have a great week. Go in and see Moon. Moon is up
Get
there.
you a spell jar.
Get a
Moon,
spell jar, get a
What do you
reading.
charge for spell jar creation?
It's between $5 and $10. That depends on the charms and what you put in it.
Super
quick,
reasonable.
super easy.
It's a way to manifest into your life your intentions.
Yeah.
This is a physical manifestation of your intentions.
Exactly.
Yeah, tarot cards. Go in and visit her. She is honestly the lady you see here is the lady you get there. She is one of the sweetest human beings on earth. So
Yes.
get in, check it out. Send us any messages if you've got ghost stories. I've got contacted by a listener last week. We got a ghost story coming up from a listener, and it has a lot of commonalities with a lot of the other ghost stories we hear.
I'm telling you, too many coincidences. How many coincidences before it's no longer a coincidence?
Yes, and you guys will have to
Synchronicity.
stick around till I have Condor into coming in. Yes, synchronicity.
Yes.
Until I've Condor it to come in to see what those synchronicities are. But have a wonderful week.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Say goodbye, Moon.
See ya.
All right, and we're out.
That was fun.
Freaking fun show.
Yes, it was.